What's up, my dude? How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Friday. Good day. How about yourself?
It's a great day. It's Friday. I'm the luckiest guy on earth. Oh my God, life is so good.
Man, yeah, I don't we haven't spoken before, but I follow you on the old social medias, and yeah, it seems like
The
you
internet's?
live a pretty good life. The internets, yep. Seems like
Yeah.
you live a pretty good life, man.
Yeah. Uh, I'm lucky.
I see that. I see that. Well, cool, man.
Yeah.
So you're currently in Hawaii, right?
I am currently in Hawaii
All right. So what
as
time is
we
it there
speak.
right now?
9:02.
Wow. Okay. So have you been up for a while doing stuff, or is this kind of your
Everybody in
first
Hawaii wakes up
thing?
at 5.
Oh,
I think today I was up
God.
at like 4. So yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I've already done one of these. I've written a blog. I've under did a half underwrite on a deal. Yeah, breakfast, 2 breakfasts.
Dude, that's pretty much got in a whole day before 9. That's pretty impressive. What's this deal that you were underwriting?
168 units in Des Moines.
That is amazing. So is that most of what you go for, apartments?
It has been, but they don't make money like they used to. So I have not been even looking at them very much, to be honest.
Gotcha, gotcha. Are you pivoting to some sort of other investment class, or just focusing more on the active stuff?
I am trying to invest in people more than properties right now. So I'm not a very reliable employee. So I'm not going to go to work every day, and nor did I ever want to start a business myself. I'm not an entrepreneur, but I know a lot of people whose problems I can help solve. So when I find somebody that has a good operation that needs things that I'm good at, whether that's capital raising, sometimes it's a lot of times it's media. I'm pretty nasty with the camera, or sometimes I just need to be loud on the internet. Sometimes I'm just good at providing, I'm a super connector of people. So sometimes they just like, hey, I need this person in my life. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I mean, the market's definitely in a weird spot. So I'm trying to find my way. I don't have it all figured out by any means, but yeah, focus on people. People are my guiding light.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So investing in people. So honestly, man, I'm not super familiar with like everything that you have going on, or like kind of your journey post army. I'm sure you've thrown that out on podcasts and stuff before, but like what all are you involved in today?
I live out in Maui doing the podcast with Brandon.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's like a full time gig.
I could see that
It's a
for
full time
sure.
gig. Yeah. So I spent the last year out here doing that. And before that, I was buying real estate, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Next, I'm gonna do some version of kind of the same real estate investing plus cameras. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that braggadocious, I guess. I mean, I got a reasonable portfolio of real estate, a couple million in real estate, and I got investors. Like I said, we're raising money. We just partnered on a deal in Maryland,
Hmm.
a luxury wedding and an event venue. So I'm going to be spending some time there. They're going to raise some more money. They have other deals in that portfolio that are similar that I want to get a part of. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that. And then I got some friends that have companies around the U.S. that I'm going to try to spend more time growing for them. But yeah, real
Got
estate
it.
people, real estate cameras.
Got it. Okay, people, real estate cameras. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think I saw your post on that venue. That looks like a super sweet place. How many partners do you have on that?
Oh, I'm the smallest. They included me on that deal. That's their deal.
Got it.
So I don't know how many partners they have. They raised $11 million. I don't know how many people. Excuse me. They probably raised $6 or $7 million. Total purchase price was 10 plus a capex. I don't know how many partners are on that deal. I'm not in charge of that deal. I'm a minority. I am a GP owner, but I'm a small GP owner. So I'm not, and nor do I claim to be in charge of that deal in any capacity.
Got it. Got it. No, that's super cool to go out there and check it out though, and help out with that. So will you
Yeah,
have media responsibilities with that?
I hope so. I mean, they have 3 other properties that are just like it. They want to buy more. I'd like to help them find more. They want to host events at the properties. I'm really good at that. They have a desperate need for better media. They have good media actually, but it could be better. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't say they have a desperate need, but there's a need. So I will probably go up there a few times a year and see if I can, you know, create content around their brand, help them raise a little bit of money. I think I need to get people to the event to get to that property. I mean, dude, going there, it's like a whole other animal. Like I've never been to real like I don't know. I got apartment buildings that you would never go to. Why would you go to them? But
Yeah.
this thing, you go and you spend a day there. You walk around, you stay in the hotels, you eat at the restaurants, you drink the wine. They got a dock. You walk down the dock. You can, if you got a boat, you can boat up to it. Like if you play golf, two of the other locations have golf courses. Three of them have golf courses. Like it's gnarly.
Jeez, man, that is nuts. That's a massive deal.
That deal's 400. That property's 440 acres.
Wow,
Yeah. Um,
insane.
insane. It's beautiful. So I'd like to, yeah. And they're really good operators, and they have a really good business model, and they have really good people, and I'm just like, can I get a piece of this? Can I be part of this? So, and they're only about 6 years old, so it's going great.
Wow, man. So the podcast gig. So how has that been going? I mean, I know you started it from scratch, right? Like you came in at the very ground level.
Yeah, it didn't exist.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my job was to make it exist.
Got it, man. Well, it seems like it's doing good now. After a year, it seems like it's doing very well.
Yeah, Brandon. It's Brandon. He's
Yeah.
an unbelievable podcaster. Yeah, it's Brandon.
Yeah,
So I did my piece. I'm happy about it. Yeah, it's going great, and it's been a great year.
that's awesome. Awesome. So how did you and David get to know each other? Like how did that happen?
Pare?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you probably know more than one David, but yeah, talking about the war room.
Oh yeah. Dude, you know what's funny is I never know how people find me. For some reason, I just thought you were a Better Life person. You're a war room
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. And I've seen you. I've seen you, in the Bigger Pockets community. So I think that's where I first saw you, and then I joined the war room, and then I saw you in there as well. I was like, oh wow, he's in here too.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah, you definitely are.
I met David at FinCon in 17, 18,
Wow,
2018 maybe.
wow.
Yeah, and he was a nobody, and I was a nobody, and now, I mean, we're still nobodies. But he just started a podcast. Podcasting is hard, it's hard to do it alone. So yeah, we just met. We were just talking. We had just both started our websites and blogs,
Mm.
and he asked me to be the co-host of the show, which I did for quite a while actually. But when I moved out here, it got really hard because of the time difference. It got so hard. So yeah, I backed off. But I was part of War Room day one.
Wow, man, that's nuts. Yeah, I just found it like a year ago. I had one of my buddies from the Marine Corps put me onto it. I was like, wow, I didn't even know. Like I knew the From Military to Millionaire community, but I had never heard of the mastermind. So I was like, man, I gotta jump in there and see what it's about. Yeah, it's a
Dude,
cool
it's so
community.
funny. Yeah, War Room changed my life. Yeah. Where do you live?
Western North Carolina. So if you know Asheville, North Carolina, like right outside of Asheville.
Sure do.
Yeah.
All my properties are in Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, we've been here. So I'm originally from South Carolina, and we've been up here a little over a year now, so not very long. But growing up in South Carolina, obviously I'm familiar with North Carolina. So yeah, we like it so
Nice.
far. Yeah, yeah, it's going good so far. Where are you originally from?
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island, dude. I've never been to Rhode Island, but I've heard it's gorgeous.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like everybody who grows up, wherever they grow up, they're just like, yeah, it's all right.
You get used to it. You get used to anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, look, dude, generally I use these things to help people, serve people. Like, is there anything I can do to make your life better, to be useful to you?
Mm, mm. Well, I mean, you're the content guy, and I'm slowly ramping up my content and hopefully the quality of that content. So, this is a super broad question, so we may have to dial it in a little bit. But I mean, so somebody who has never made content before for social media, to grow your audience, what are some of your top tips around that?
Are you doing it every day?
Working on it every day, not posting every day.
That's the only, like, real secret. That's really the only thing you have to do. You post every day.
Got it.
If you can post,
All right.
if you can post 3 times a day, that'd be better.
And we're talking like talking to the camera or
Dude, I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to do podcasting? Do you want to do YouTube? I mean, everybody has a medium that they prefer. But whatever it is, like
Yeah.
you are in the gold rush of attention,
Mm.
and we're all behind actually. So the more you can do, the better. Whatever
Yeah.
platform you prefer. I mean, every platform has a different culture. So like some people like YouTube. My buddy Spencer does very well on YouTube, and he posts these 12-minute videos, and he does a ton of research, and he comes out with once a week, and that's what he does. And then some people, you know, post 3 times a day on Instagram, or sometimes people post 5 times a day on TikTok. And it's like, I don't know what's right, but I know find the culture, the platform whose culture you fit in best with. I mean, some people don't like talking to camera, so they do podcasting. Some people like to write. So it's like, go to Twitter, go to medium.com, find the platform that fits your personality, and then volume,
Okay.
volume, reps,
Excellent.
reps. You don't get in the gym by the perfect workout plan. You don't get in shape by the perfect workout plan. You get in shape by going to the gym for years, getting good at that, and then perfecting it after you already have the habit and you're good at it. But like the
Consistency.
perfect workout plan, they used to do that with the magazines back in the day. They'd have like the Jay Cutler and the Ronnie Coleman like workout plan in the magazine. It's like, you can do that. That's not what gets you in shape. It's
Yeah.
20 years of
Yeah.
the gym, plus 20 years of eating clean, plus spending all day thinking about it and resting. And it's just, it's volume, it's attention. How much attention can you give it?
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. We do plan to start a podcast probably this summer. Have a few other projects to knock out before that, but probably this summer. So yeah, starting to get some ideas together for that, and launching that. So with a podcast, would you say drop an episode once per week? I feel like that's kind of the rhythm of most podcasts.
I mean, that's the minimum.
Minimum. Okay.
Yeah, that's the minimum. I mean, again, if it's valuable, then more is better.
Got it. Got it.
You know, put out as much valuable content as you possibly can. The once a week should be the minimum.
Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
And again, it's like it's the first step, because then it's like, how do you get it on YouTube? How do you get it on video? How do you get it? How do you get those cut up into short clips? How do you make it bigger?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep scaling it. Okay. Sweet, man. Any advice as far as like, let's say I'm going to do it in this office. Any advice for, lighting, mics, that sort of stuff?
Of course.
I know you have a beautiful setup. I'm just like, how in the world did you accomplish that?
It's the same thing. Like, just start with what you have, and then, iterate. Like, can you get a better composition? I mean, some of the stuff you're not going to want to learn about. Some of the stuff is like hard to explain. Like, you want to be farther away from your back wall. You want direct lighting, not even lighting. I can go down a whole giant rabbit. I can go down a giant rabbit hole about how to teach people how to do. There's entire YouTube cultures about like how to look good on your set design. And there's people that charge. I did it for a little while where I was like, okay, I'll charge you. I'll charge you for setup, but it's $2 or $3 grand plus equipment, which is sometimes $2 or $3 grand. So just again, but it's like that's not going to make the difference on your show. So it comes back to what I said before. It's like, get those reps out, and then when people listen, you're like, okay, now people are watching. Let's reinvest.
Got it.
But in the beginning, nobody really cares, and in the beginning, it's like spending your time and energy trying to look good is not that important. Start with your cell phone.
Got it. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. I mean, this stuff is like common sense to you, but for me, this is like gold.
It's the same as starting a business. It's like this. You can spend a lot of time doing a business plan and getting a logo and getting an LLC and getting the perfect URL and getting a website and getting funnels and all these things that look like a business, none of which make money. And so content is the same way. It's like, and I'm guilty. I'm not like great at content, like putting it out by any means. I'm good at production. But I watch, I've learned a lot from Brandon. I've learned a lot from myself over the years because I've had content that's done well. And it's like, it's not the production is like a bonus. I happen to like cameras, but this set doesn't make me any money. This set is because I like doing it.
Mm.
So like, if you looked like this, if you had like, I had the set, I have a nice camera, I know how to use a lens, I have the light, I have this light, right? And then no views. Who gives a shit? It's just a big distraction.
Yeah.
So get it to market. It's the same as business. It's some woman today. She's like, I want to build a restaurant and a brewery, and this and this and this. And I'm like, dude, you have no revenue, you have no partners, you have no plan. Just like, how about you just go to a brewery and like get them to make you a version of their brew, brand it something else, and start selling your brand, and just get it revenue. And then if you do well with that, then you can reinvest it and go bigger. But the idea is like, go get revenue.
I like that. I like that a lot. I tell people that that's what I wish I would have done when I first started real estate investing. I wish I would have gone the wholesaling and flipping route rather than diving straight into rentals. I think I did it backwards, very backwards. Rentals are of course high capex, low cash flow, compared to other models. So yeah, now I'm kind of reversing everything, going the higher cash flow model, and then I'll get back into rentals eventually.
Yeah, rentals were really exciting between 2010 and 2018 when they were underpriced. And then now that they're underpriced, I'm like, it's a place to store cash.
Yeah, yeah,
So go make cash. But this does not make cash. Putting stuff that's valuable, collecting an audience, getting them to monetizing them, that makes cash. And then, when you have some money, you're like, well, now $5,000's not much. Now I can hire somebody, Alex. I can go on the internet. I can spend some time making it look good. And you can do it over time. Buy a camera here. Buy a light here. Help buy a better mic. Slowly but surely, you can improve it. But
sure.
when people ask me for advice on like how to look good on camera, I'm like, is that the hobby you want?
No.
This took me like a half a decade to figure out how to do this. Like I can't.
It's nuts.
You know what I mean? It's a hobby into itself. So if this isn't like what you want to do, I'm like, this is it's a distraction, but it's like, it looks good because it's years of my focus, my efforts. So, but it don't make no money. Sometimes it does, but it makes me money as a creator, if you want to be a creator. But if you're like, I want to sell houses, everything you need, maybe a mic.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I'm sure when you hop on calls, like with this setup with people, it's a very good first impression if you're first meeting that person, maybe for some sort of partnership or something.
Yeah, they think I'm cool. But,
yeah, I think you're cool, Alex.
Yeah, right. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm like, wow, that's a badass setup. Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have started a bookkeeping business for real estate investors, and then a year or two later had a lot of existing bookkeepers come to me and ask me, what are the nuances of serving the real estate industry and that sort of thing. So I ended up making a Facebook group to funnel them into to answer all their questions, and ended up making like a REI bookkeeping course that I now sell. So yeah, a lot of these content questions as well, and setup questions are coming from how to eventually make make those videos a little higher quality than they currently are. I've got my little webcam. I do some Loom videos, that sort of stuff. But
yeah.
I do have revenue coming in, so I've done that correctly, and now we'll start to reinvest as the time goes by.
Yeah, I mean, you need a fancy camera. You need a really nice lens. You need a big light, key light, and in a perfect world, you'd have a backlight and a hair light. So 3 lights, a camera, and a nice lens. And then the art of designing and placing all that stuff in the right location.
Got
it
Okay.
probably cost you, I don't know, you could probably do it for $3,000 for the equipment.
Sweet. All right. Well, hey, once I'm at that point, if you want to do a paid consultation or something, if you're still doing anything like that, I'll hit you up.
Yep, I do it all the time. Easy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Is there so what do you have going on right now that you need help with? Like, is there anything that you're pursuing right now? Where you would need some help?
I'm kind of in a transitory moment in my life, so it's hard to say right now. We're about to move to Austin. Yeah, looking for passive investors.
Okay.
Always looking to meet folks in Austin, and yeah, those are kind of the big ones. I don't really need much. Actually, I'd love for you to share this link. I'm trying to fill my calendar up with people as much as I possibly can.
Sure. Okay.
It fills my cup, and a lot of times I can help people, and people like to talk to people. So
yeah, you have such an amazing network too. I mean, I'm sure, just like you said, you're a master of linking people. That's all. Can I ask you why you guys are moving to Austin?
People.
People. Okay.
Yeah. This is a small town.
Got it. Got it.
Small town. Yep.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, yeah. I've heard Austin's awesome. I was there for a weekend one time, so I haven't spent very much time there. But yeah, it's man, it's exploded. It is
Yeah.
absolutely exploded.
Yeah, I want to be around growth, opportunity, people. Yeah. Also, I kind of accomplished what I needed to accomplish out here. So I'm like, okay, I've seen it. It's beautiful, but it's a slow, it's a slow moving existence. I like the action. So we're gonna go
Got it.
downtown, middle center of the action, downtown Austin.
Wow, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of celebrities in Austin as well. Like way more than there were, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I don't think about celebrities that much, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess I'm really thinking of like the Joe Rogans and
that's a
people who
celebrity.
put out a lot of content. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people moving to Texas in general. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for a reason, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's politically mostly neutral, and the weather's good, and there's low taxes.
There are lower taxes. And I
Yeah.
mean there's veteran benefits with taxes too, right? Something like that.
I don't know. No idea. Didn't look into it.
Yeah, there's some veteran benefits there for sure. I don't know what
Texas
they are,
and
but
veteran benefits. That sounds right.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, sweet, man. That sounds cool. So when are you making the move?
May.
All right. Coming up quick, man. Good luck. Good
Yep.
luck. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is a crazy journey, bro. I love a new adventure.
Love it, man. We're getting ready to
Yeah.
move up to what is it? Northwestern Montana. I don't know if you heard of Whitefish, Montana, but we're gonna head up there.
Yeah. That is not the downtown of a city.
No, no, it's not. It's not. No, it's right up our alley though. Mountains, snowboarding. It's got Glacier National Park up there, so we're like outdoor nuts. So we're yeah, man. Just like you said, adventure. We're all about that. We move a lot as well. So
Yeah. Dude, that's good for you. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's good to
sweet,
like,
man.
it's good to keep life moving. I think, for me.
Yeah.
My fiance kind of hates it, but
She's wanting to nest a little bit.
she wants to nest a little bit, so she
Yeah.
wants a home base.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I definitely get that.
So that's
But
our
yeah.
that's our we're gonna compromise. We're gonna stay in Austin a bit.
Got it. All right.
But yeah, do you do any events, conferences?
Sometimes I've been to BPCon once, and man, that's pretty much about it. I'm looking to get into more conferences for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I go to a lot, so
Nice.
I email people about them actually. So maybe I think I have your email. Yeah, we'll pop you in there and make sure you get updates on conferences. I think like I don't know, it changed my life. That Maryland deal came from a conference.
Wow. Yeah, that networking
Yeah,
piece. Yeah, that's something
just like
that's definitely
shaking
missing.
hands,
Yeah.
shaking hands. Yeah,
Oh
it's like
yeah.
no joke. Yeah,
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
that's sweet. Well, I know
Um,
we're at time, man. So I'll respect your time, but I
yep,
really
I got somebody
appreciate
else
you
coming in the
doing
lobby.
this.
Dude, I,
Excellent.
I
All
love
right.
doing it. So, hey, look, in the chat,
Sure.
I sent you a link. I changed the link to this event.
Got it. Excellent. I'll copy
So
it.
yeah, would love
Put it in my
would love if you
notes.
shared it around.
I'll do that, man. Just within the war room, right?
No, the whole world. I want to talk to every human
Oh,
being that exists.
excellent, dude. That's huge, man. That's so nice of you. Well, sweet,
Yeah,
man.
sometimes I
Good
can be
luck with
useful.
everything. I'll keep up with you on social media, see what you're up to. Good luck with your move, and thanks,
Thank you.
man. I appreciate the call. Hope you have a good day, good weekend.
Yeah, you too, my dude. Here, hang tight. Don't leave.
Sure.